until that day. Talkers out of faith. Get your shit, what you put us up when you keep away. But for now, hey, I stay
Monday morning, it is PDK featuring Blossom with Wanna Love You. I'm still feeling that jam heavy. Good morning.
Moro mandaha.
Wapenduka nawa?
Twapenduka.
Welcome to the morning mix. Day 3 of the lockdown of the Khomas and Erongo regions here in Namibia. Of course, we have word that it's going to extend eventually to the rest of the country. So, Neville, first 2 days, how did it go?
First and foremost, good morning to everybody out there. And I sincerely hope everybody's Wi-Fi is paid up so that there's no lack of communication between any of us. So, let's start off by talking about the weekend. I swear, Cubase, after we had our little squabble, you and me, about when is the deadline,
on
when
Thursday,
it was Thursday evening or Friday evening, I swear it was such an eerie feeling Friday night. It was like New Year's Eve countdown for me.
You're just waiting for the countdown to start, yeah.
That feeling of it's New Year's Eve countdown. and Saturday morning, when I looked outside and you start seeing the pictures coming through of how deserted I Am Legend, the whole of Windhoek looks like.
Yeah.
It felt like New Year's morning.
But Saturday was a bit... Like, especially there in my neighborhood, Saturday was more business as usual-ish.
In Katutura.
En Tura en
Ja,
Sondag.
praat julle van Katutura alleen by julle se kant.
Sunday was quiet though. Yesterday I was in the office. I was just trying to prepare a little bit for the show for this morning. But it was eerily quiet because I walked into town before I went back home. Like,
let's talk about Katutura.
What about Katutura?
Hoekom kan julle mense nie by die huis bly nie? Wat lokasie?
Let me tell
Please explain this to me.
First, guys, let me just confess, right? Firstly, for me personally, the lockdown doesn't feel so bad because I'm used to staying in my damn house. Ek hou nie van uitgaan in die eerste plek. Ek is hier op die straat. Like, I get what I need and then I go home and that's it. I prefer being in that space. But in any case, dit het my bietjie gefrustreer, man, because Saturday morning when I woke up is
Saterdagoggend.
I'm like, and it looked like business as usual. Next stop, eat, I check, okay. I walked to the bus stop because I wanted to get bread.
Nee.
Ek sien die ouens wat verkoop sit nie by hulle se plekke nie. Maar hulle sit daar. So jy kom verby loop, like, hey, wat soek jy my bro? So it's like, oh, okay, dan stap ek goed daar by sy stolletjie, dan gaan vat en dan kom gee. So I was like, you guys are not freaking serious now.
I give me so much. So wait, explain this again.
Yes.
So the guys who are selling,
not the meat guys. The meat guys are not there. The other guys,
bread, in the food, at the markets and stuff.
When they go most at night, they cover Ja,
Daar's
die
een-
kabas
met
is stolletjie.
plastiek
Ja.
en so.
So die stolletjie is gekaba. Niemand sit daar by die stolletjie nie. Die
Ja.
ons hang net daar rond.
Ja,
But
ja.
now also because you know it's my area, I know the faces.
Of
so,
course.
So when I come, it's like immediately it's like, oh, who's that, my bro? Jesuk, you want what? It's like, no, I want this. Oh, okay. Dan gaan vat hy gou, dan kom gee jou.
Maar hy staan so op 'n distance. In case die gatas kom.
If the cops come, nobody is standing there, bro. No, that's,
Is dit my goed in?
Yeah, you know, it's trying to cheat the system, but actually, it's detrimental.
But my question just is, Cubase, and we've been having this debate over the weekend, you know, all the time. What is the difference between what those guys are doing in the informal market, on the informal market, and what ShopRite and Pick and Pay is doing?
That's
Come on, there's congestion in ShopRite and Pick and Pay.
I saw.
Come on now.
Did you see the queues from this weekend? Did you see what Metro looked like on Friday night?
I saw what Metro looked like.
That was not even the cops had to come tell them, yo, this is not social distancing.
Somebody posted, you know, some products completely past the sell-by date at one of these retailers who will remain nameless for now.
You're gonna tell me off the air.
Yeah, I'll tell you off the air.
Yes.
So, and they know who they are, okay? Because there was quite a big debate over the weekend that now you have retailers in the formal sector who sell expired goods, but I can't buy groente and vruchten, you know, at the informal market.
Yeah.
So what's the difference here?
I think the whole there was just I think the planning is a bit substandard, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Right. When you are leaving things sort of at the discretion of businesses and so on, it's going to create chaos. I think. You know, I don't really want to point a finger at government or at the presidency or whatever, but I think they should take a much stronger stance on things, all right? It's like, okay, this is this and this is that. If this does not happen, we will come close you down. Not come give you a warning and come give you a fine. We'll come close you down, at least for the time being or for the duration of the lockdown order. I just, because that is the same question, like you mentioned, like the taxi drivers, right? People are still moving around. So how are you going to tell these guys to stay at home? Nou, hier is die ding in Karatura. Ek sal by my huis bly. Maar dan hoor ek, hoor ek die verpad, dan gaan kyk ek, sê ek, oh, maar almal is dan buitekant, dan kan ek mos ook uitgaan.
Ja.
En so kom hulle een vir een uit.
So
Een vir
the
een
one
uit.
is influencing the other,
Yes.
and the other, and the other.
Yes. And you see people coming, it's like, oh, but I don't know why I'm quarantining because I can see everybody, even I was where people are doing this, people are doing that. Some people were even partying in their own houses, of course. In the yards. Maar julle is like 10 mense. So.
No, just to give you an idea, Cubase, this, what you experience in Karatura, I obviously experienced this in a smaller scale daar by ons kant.
Yeah.
Because, you know what, human beings are just human beings. It's got nothing to do with color, race, creed. My buurman, nee? 'n boer, my buurman is 'n boer. My broer, ek kyk Vrydag aan, nee. Ek kyk die manne, dis live daar.
Door gekeer.
Daar word gekeier. So he calls me over the wall. Bierman. Kom man, kom drink 'n dop hierso. Ek sê luister. Julle boere staan met nonsens. Ek kom nie daarso nie. En hulle sê nee, maar ons is beskerm deur liewe Jesus. Niks gaan gebeur nie. Ek sê but guys, this is socially irresponsible.
Yeah.
We need to set an example. Daai boer het gekeier seker tot 1:00, 2:00 die môre. So, you know what? It's just how it goes. So, yeah.
You know, like the funny thing, Saturday night. So, you know, I've been religiously watching the 8:00 news these days. But anyway, Saturday, so I switch on. First story, No, it seems like citizens of Windhoek or residents of Windhoek are not adhering because there were people everywhere. And then they do the story. That story finishes. Second story. Citizens of Windhoek were really adhering to the rules of the lockdown. The streets were empty. I'm like, how do you do two contrasting stories, one after the other, in the same bulletin, bro? About the same thing, even. You guys need to give me a job as a producer of your news or something there at NBC.
Though, and the other thing, Cuba, is the congestion. I don't know if you've seen the videos over the weekend where people were basically stuck without water.
Yes, that was the issue.
And it was quite an issue because then again, it was asked. I think MTC made like a donation of $100,000 over the weekend for this water points to be opened.
The parastatal MTC. Please mention.
The parastatal.
I don't know why you guys refuse to mention that it's a government-owned institution.
It's a government-owned institution.
Yes.
As eintlik baie waar nie.
Jy hoor kan maar al die telecommunication giant. Parastatal, it's our money.
Yeah. So they made a contribution of 100,000 over the weekend because
kudos.
Yeah, kudos to them. Waterpoint was closed and people had to go and open their cards again because people were left without water.
What do they call them? Tokens, I think.
Yeah, I think the tokens. So,
but there was a directive from government or from the presidency that municipalities should avail water to everyone, yeah, especially during this time.
The thing is, I mean, I've seen, and it's an issue that I've had for many years, in the Brakwater area where I stay, where people on our WhatsApp group, if they see people who come there from Mix, etc., and those people come and they kap die mense hout, say, ja, hoekom kap die mense so hout? They are destroying the environment. I say, it's good and well that we are concerned about that. But you know what? There are people who are destitute, who don't have the luxury of electricity or running water.
Yeah.
And that is why people, do you really think that I would just want to get from my house every morning at 8 o'clock?
To go chop wood.
To go chop wood until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Maybe if you are preparing for one of those MTC boxing bonanzas.
No stap ek met hierdie klomp hout op my kop because you know what? I just want to irritate people.
No.
Come on, man.
It's a necessity. Some of these guys are actually even making a living off of it,
Yeah.
They chop the wood and gaan staan daar in die barmson en probeer om alles te verkoop just so they have something to buy something to eat for the kids and for the family at home. So it's easy to look from the outside and just be yep.
And true. You know what? Some of the pictures that people also showed over the weekend of Kambashus. Obviously, I wouldn't say it's memes, but it's pictures that people send and say, you know what? It's easy for you to say, stay locked down, stay in your house. But there are certain people who stay in this. So for them, this is their reality of a lockdown.
Yes.
How
are 6 of us going to sit in that one house, in that one room?
One
shack, basically one room.
They can't come because there's a decree that you can't come out. So a lot of sympathy also for people in the informal settlements.
Yeah, definitely.
Living in the Kambashus.
It's a time I heard the First Lady speaking over. I think it was over the weekend, and she was also saying, "No, this is the time where the haves must really help the have-nots."
Yeah, true.
Because it's a problem that we are all sitting in right now, and it's in all our best interest to make sure that even those communities, especially those communities where they are so congested, and most of the service providers, day-to-day service providers, whether it's from our street vendors to our taxi drivers, our domestic workers, most of these people are coming out of those communities. So if the virus starts running rampant in those communities, like we've been saying, none of us are safe.
None of us are safe.
Yeah.
But I must tell you, Cubase, For as stressful as things were at my house over this past weekend,
Yeah.
because it's not easy at the moment with my wife and the kids. We all work on each other's nerves the whole time.
But you have done 12 bedrooms. Why can't
Nee,
you just
hey,
separate?
gaan jy, moenie weer stories begin nie. So, my broer, in the midst of all of this drama at our house, we finally did something in this family that we never thought we will get to. Cubase, my daughter, opened the cupboard in the kitchen and said, Daddy, we haven't played games in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
My broer, so she takes out this 30 seconds box that we bought 3 years ago.
And never used.
It's brand new. Sy haal dit uit die kas uit. Cubase, my daughter, my wife, my 3 sons,
And you.
het ons nou 'n lekker tyd gehad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maar die man se naam, maar Jay's Don Jay. And we were laughing, we were crying, and wow, dat was nou na gewees.
It is, of course, I mean, everybody always looks at the negative, but it is also time that you can spend productively with your
My
family.
broer,
Ons het domino's gespeel gisterand.
when was the last time you played dominoes?
It's like we bought those things like a while ago and they've just been there. The kids sometimes play with them. But like yesterday to Basile experience, I think Saturday night they were playing Monopoly. There's like a Monopoly board. I'm like, you know what? They were arguing too much amongst each other. It's like, nee, chill it. I'm like, okay. It's good. Let's play. Speel julle maar onder mekaar.
But then again, ek het op die weegskaal geklim vanoggend.
Tel job. Lekker lewe mos.
3 kilos up.
Is that a lot?
It's a lot. For my age, to gain, I'm 49 this year. 3 kilos up is a lot of weight. Maar wat ek nie kan verstaan nie, like I would train every second day. I would go to the garage and I would train. But the thing is, I'm completely inactive for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I would train for an hour, but then dan gaan ek terug in die huis, dan gaan drink ek 'n glas wyn. Gaan drink ek nog eene. En later
Thys mos ons tyd.
dan drink ek 'n gin and tonic. So everything I've done for that hour.
But you must remember, muscle also weighs more than fat. So if you're putting on muscle, that could also contribute to your weight gain.
My daughter says I have a kapunda. I don't know. I mean, you know what? If she says I got a kapunda.
Your daughter is a very smart young lady.
Yeah. So.
So kapunda, yes. All right, guys. Just an update. We did record 3 new cases over the weekend. Our total is now standing at 11 infected or 11 COVID-19 cases in Namibia. Informanté also reported over the weekend that one of the cases, the authorities were trying to trace this person as they were not at the last place they were supposed to be residing at. So somehow they had moved. I don't know how that story has developed at the moment. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I guess you need to be extra vigilant, extra careful, because now we know for a fact, it's no longer a guessing. It's we know for a fact that the virus is out here. South Africa, I think at this morning they were standing at 1,280 cases, 2 deaths so far. So that number is still climbing, all right? So here's what, like over the weekend, I really also dived into this coronavirus. What am I talking like? I can't get over that coronavirus. So I think
the American version.
It's what is the girl's name? Cardi B.
Cardi B. Coronavirus.
She's been say but die hele tyd one met die
Nee.
My in any case, I think Iceland, I think, yes, who decided to just mass test everybody, right? Now here's the thing. like the more you test, of course, the more we learn about the virus because it's still new. Most of the information is still a bit sketchy. But in any case, the one thing that was interesting from their findings, they found that like about 50% of the people who were testing positive were asymptomatic.
Well, what?
Did not exhibit any symptoms at all.
Hou op, man.
At all. So that's why I'm saying it is extra important to be extra vigilant because it's not now just coffee or fever or
Hou op, man.
that means the person has an infection. So ja, kom ons wees net versigtig asseblief tog. Kom ek lees comments nee.
Asseblief.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the good mornings. Kuno van Halls, good morning, Kuda. Mama Second. Why are you using that surname? That is my great-grandfather's fun. Meneer van Halls. Anywho, Kai Muyoro, morning crew. Johannes Gainkop says, I'm watching. There's a good morning here. I'm watching here. Good morning, team. Let me just get down to... Okay. It's day one. They don't count weekends. Of the lockdown.
Gaan, man.
Semi Hengumbi, nice one.
Wie's jy?
Semi Hengumbi.
Hey, Semi, gaan speel ver.
Helmut van Beek saying, good morning in studio. Good morning. I'm watching from Albertina Shumba. How did you guys experience the first 2 days of the lockdown?
Yeah, please tell us, man.
Let us know. Jojo Madsen, good morning, y'all. We are still locked down 2 weeks now. 2 more to go. 2 weeks.
Wie's jy?
Jojo Madsen.
Where is he, in South Africa or what?
I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, dankie houses. Good morning, crew. All right, I've been raining since last night here in Ocho. Hope the rest of Namibia is blessed. Right, we've also been getting a little bit of rain since yesterday here in Windhoek. Weather looks lovely outside right now.
Maybe just to add there to what she's saying. You know, Kilbase, we've been praying for rain for such a long time. And I think when the first part of our rainy season broke out, I think just after January, February, we were so happy and we were gripped just by that week or two of constant rain.
Yeah.
Something that we've prayed for such a long time. Hierdie corona het net alles kom deurmekaar gemaak. I mean, I said to my wife as I left this morning, you know what? It's a beautiful morning. It's been raining outside and I don't even feel like I can appreciate the rain anymore because it's that coronavirus.
Coronavirus. It's out here. Ricovera Komeheke. All right, online courier, we are working and we don't even have dust mask. Life risk. A dust mask or dust mask?
Okay. Dust mask.
I was watching what's this ENCA this morning. I see the South Africans are now basically trying to stop people from wearing the gloves and the masks because sort of their behavior, I'm assuming, becomes a bit more risky when you are wearing, especially the gloves and the mask. And the mask is pretty tricky because once you have it on, you're constantly touching your face to try and readjust it.
That's what they say.
Which causes a problem. So, you know.
That's what they say.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. What is the Ilse says, good morning, guys. Watching from Luderitz.
Awe, Ousie.
Ou die boegter.
Ek hoor in die boeg, nee. Ek hoor in die boeg sê hulle, you know what? Everybody in Luderitz, hulle loop nou. Kyk, die wind waai mos by in Luderitz. Apparently you must walk with the wind down. Because the wind up, the coronavirus comes with the wind up. You walk. You know who said that? Dion Kluter. I hope he's watching.
You know, that is also one of the other things that is a problem worldwide. The spread of fake news.
Fake news.
Hou toch op asseblief.
He said it. Apparently, this is what happens in Luderitz. I mean,
yeah, you know, it's nice to joke about certain things, but sometimes, you know, somebody takes takes your joke
seriously
as a fact.
Yeah,
and then you know we're sitting with another problem. Dirk Kleinschmidt, Neville, ek kan jou help met die Cuban doctors, maar The gloves, sanitizer en wipes sal jy net by die hospitaal kry.
Ek het gedink, kom ek post hulle, ek hoor wat sê. Dirk, ons is alright.
Yeah.
Ons is alright. We got sanitizer in the studio.
Watching from Ohongo campus. Kama campus. Tadi herero en me.
Kembeza.
Kembeza, boy.
Kembeza, boy.
Basilia Keiko, good morning. Shirks Shambeni, how do we feed the people? Through the mouth.
I'm Ukuru now. What question is it now?
No, I understand what he's saying, you know. Like, the mensen zal honger krijgen.
Oh, yeah.
So that is a conversation that we really need to start having. I don't think anybody wants to start having that conversation, but it's inevitable.
The quicker we learn to stay home, those ones of us who can afford to stay home, who don't have to move around, the quicker we can deal with this. Yeah, they say we need to straighten the line. Yeah. Then we can do this, then we will not have to deal with the inevitable. And that is what he's asking now.
Yeah.
About people who can't afford to eat anything. So that's what's important. But people,
when are we getting government?
Let the message say, what have they been, guys? What have you been doing over the weekend? Please, man.
How are you spending this quarantine?
How did you spend this last 2
Are you experiencing cabin fever?
Cabin fever.
Tangeni Very says, I'm following your discussion, but when you go in Afrikaans, you guys make me lost. I'm in Enana or Hangwena region. English, please, man.
You bring Oshuambo also.
We will try.
And we will learn.
We will try as far as possible to only speak English. Marapuikinane. O to know English and Africans. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing, guys. We try to accommodate everybody. We're even going to throw in a little bit of Oshuambo there.
We throw in Oshuambo, please. Throw in Oshuambo, Tamranama, anything.
Yeah.
And please translate so that we all learn the different languages, please.
Yupnel, they closed down the street market here in Eros. Firstly, these vendors have great products, nice and fresh. And secondly, it's their livelihood.
Nee, man. Hou op, man.
Stoem.
I wanted to go now.
For me, the thing is, right, if I can go and go buy a shop, right, and a Pick and Pay and a Checkers and a Wadokal, which is even more congested.
Yes.
Hoekom kan ek dan nie daar gaan koop?
Why not?
It's cheaper.
It's open.
Yes, it's cheaper. It's an open space.
Ons kan ver staan van mekaar.
Yes, obviously. We just take the precautions of washing and desanitizing or sanitizing. I don't know what the word is.
En die boer, né, wat daar so praat, die Joepnel, né? He posted a video of him jumping into the pool yesterday. Terwyl dit blits buitekant. Lightning, thunder. It's a Joep. Julle boere, you're not invincible. But you can't dive into a pool. You can't be in a pool when it's
raining.
When it's raining. It's water, electricity.
I don't go into a pool. Period.
Yeah. Okay, I'm talking to the wrong guy anyway.
Yes.
So. Okay.
Why would you want to do that to yourself?
Okay, even if you're at home, ne?
Yeah.
When it's raining and when it's thunder, ne? You can't shower.
So the what is the lightning is gonna hit everybody who's in the shower or what?
Yeah, apparently, the pipes.
Yeah.
The metal pipes.
But the pipes are there and there's water lying in the pipes even if there's nobody in the shower.
Apparently it can hit through the pipes and come inside your house.
Okay,
Ask
then
these
I guess
questions to Isaac Newton. I
maybe
don't know.
that's the way I'm going to die then. Kenny Liswani joining the show this morning. Some of the comments just skipped up and disappeared while Neville was yapping here. Okwebla Val Naweb. Cubase, I have people don't listen, but the rain is keeping the ass indoors. But the Kalahari sal jou net club game down.
Maar Kalahari hoe klap hulle ook die mense with their bare hands?
Yeah, you're putting coronavirus on my face.
Yeah. Kwak, kwak.
Goeiemorgen, Bubbles. Leonie joining the show this morning. I think it's the first time, Leonie. Normally,
Leonie.
we see Mr. Daryl here. We don't see you, but good morning, welcome. The system is not and was not ready for this despite the pandemic starting in 2019. That's Ephraim.
We thought most the pandemic will stay in China.
That's the few comments, man. The comments are coming in thick and fast, so they keep disappearing. But anyway, Makwa van Makwa, but why Erongo was locked down if there is no reported case there? Anaki Duplessis, Erongo is tourism area. 3 kg is a lot, says Lea Munyela. Neville. Jedayele, Tamara Seigerki opgetel. That's what we used to call it back home.
Tamara Seker.
Daai kleintjie. Daar de stereotypes, nee.
Tamara Seker.
Okay, we should copy. Anaki Duplessis, yeah, Erongo is a tourism area, she's saying. Ephraim Shilongo, yes, that's the name. Drink much water, Neville. Kapunda. Verens Karap? No one is helping anyone. People in the ghettos are already in survival mode.
Yeah.
It's like if you are gone from your house too long, when you come, you will find your house is not there. It's afgebreken, iewers anders gaan gebou. They are self-quarantining on the farm near Omaruru.
Who's self-quarantining?
Okay, maybe I should read the previous comment, this one. It was actually reported that they are traced and under observation. The challenge is tracking the contacts. I guess it's the new cases. I'm a little bit confused. Even though the...
wait. Yeah, it's probably the people who are under quarantine.
The new cases.
Yeah. No, that's right. That's right.
Basonziso, Kaiten. Zambia has 29 confirmed cases, but they haven't locked down yet. Zimbabwe, I think, announced they're going into lockdown today or so. I did say. Hester Khan saying good morning, I'm watching. I don't know where you're watching from. Also, Shirks Shambeni, my alcohol is finished. That first weekend, just everything. Take it down. Jojo Medson, this COVID-19 is really painful. I was infected, was sick for 3 weeks, but I have recovered thanks to God.
Who's this?
Jojo Medson.
Infected with COVID-19?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Not in Namibia, because I remember the comment from this same person before was like, we've been in quarantine for 2 weeks now, 2 more weeks to go.
But share with us where you are.
I also saw the story of the Namibian lady who's in the UK.
Yeah,
it was in the news yesterday. And it's like her symptoms lasted for about 24 hours.
Ne?
And then, it was gone.
It depends on what your immune system is. That's all.
Yeah. Como check isso? Tatenawanes. Oh, Samuele. I'm surprised you are awake at this time of the morning. Robert Dierig, Moro. Hier in Bambuland is ons nog vry. Net die polisie wat mal geraak het gister en winkels gefors het om toe te maak by Oshakati Game Complex. But isn't that good news? You guys think you are safe, right? You think you are safe.
Do you know how many people left from here?
Yes.
Last week, Friday.
Do you know how many people
to go up there
are coming across those borders illegally? Rather be safe than sorry. Rather take all these precautions and find out it's like, oopsie, we overreacted than sit with the problem of people dying at the hospitals and there's nothing, absolutely nothing we can do to help them.
Like yesterday in Walfish Bay, they showed the police or Kalari rounding up people in Walfish Bay. Hulle gooi die mense agter in die sif. Oef.
Yeah.
I mean, that police car, that police van was like full at the back. Hallo.
That's not in police car, my bro.
It defeats the purpose of combating the virus.
But here's the thing. I mean, in certain cases, like that, they're trying to enforce the law.
The law.
Yes. So what do you want? You want us to be picking you guys up with buses and each one takes their own row or what? Just follow the rules so you don't have to get into a cramped police van.
Laat die mense huis toe. Run after them.
I saw they arrested one, not one guy. I think it was 2 or 3 guys who were selling alcohol undercover. That's so Everson Greenwell, I think. It's like there are going to be opportunities like this. And
come on, man.
As you can't support me, bro, you must be able to deal with the consequences.
Question.
Yes.
Question, Cubase.
Yes.
So, Namibia breweries at the moment, are they closed for the next 21 days?
They're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be closed. Because if Ukwamatsi and Kwasa Kwasa and all these
Those
people...
guys are also supposed to be closed.
If they... Yeah, they're supposed to be closed.
Yes.
Okay? Maar ons ken mos, ons is van die kas. Okay?
Hoekom het julle so baie alcohol nodig, guys? You're not on holiday.
Kom Godfrey,
Jy gaan klop daar by die agterdeur.
daar by die garage. Nee? Ons ken.
Sure. Jy word
So-
uit hierdie venster.
Daar by die venster. Maak sharp. So, yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Let me read some comments. There are actually a lot, and I don't think I'm going to get to all of them. But anyway, Masa Awene. But why people that are being infected or tested positive are allowed to go back in the community? This so-called self-quarantine is not making any sense for me at all. I guess maybe partially the reason is that we don't have adequate quarantine facilities. I don't know. Leah Amunyela. First days of lockdown, we having family fights. How is your lockdown going, guys? Boy, I can't stand these people, yo. Yeah.
Ek moet vir jou sê, my broer, Cubase, I'm not lying to you. It's not easy. It's really not easy. We really try to cope at home. It just feels like such a dour situation sometimes.
It's raining outside.
It's rain, nee. Dit reën. Beautiful.
Robert Dietrich, Luderitz is the only place the virus is airborne.
Ai.
Sien jy, julle begin weer. Robert, aren't you in Bambuland? Of was jy?
Robert man.
Morning, guys. I'm watching from Vanahera from Philemon Nawa. The virus is not airborne.
Asseblief
It
tog.
is not. But
Stories begin.
you must bear in mind that when somebody coughs, especially with an open mouth or sneezes without covering their mouth, some of the droplets might tend to hang around in the air before they drop to the ground.
yeah.
So you might just walk into one and inhale. So just
I almost-
cover up assembly.
I almost sneezed now, to be honest. I was really holding it back. Yes.
Yeah, you know how I fight that sensation when I'm sitting, especially in a taxi. Like, it's tough. Marco van Marco, I want to clarify about the closing down of the alcohol outlets. Is applicable countrywide or only in Erongo and Khomas regions? For the moment, I think it applies mostly to the Erongo and Khomas. But the lockdown is going to go countrywide. I mean, the state of emergency is countrywide.
It must be countrywide.
Or else what, you're going to now drive to Marienthal to go by yourself.
Ja.
Maar dan kan jy nie terug inkom nie.
Jy kan nie
Jy kan ook nie uitgaan nie. Ja. Tresia Capena Lucas, Neville, go play 3 years old game as a belief. I thank you, your daughter, live for that game.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not with you. Panduleni Abraham, good morning, guys. I'm indeed enjoying brother Nela Vasson right here, my favorite comedian.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Kaloli? Is that no? Kaloi. Ooh, Kaloi Shumba. Is there any reason why they can't give out the names of the positive people?
Hello. I
Look,
thank you.
I would also want, but I guess maybe each person can come out themselves and declare.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
You know how you black people are. You like stigmatizing people.
I know, but we must
especially
stop
things that you
stigmatizing.
don't understand, and we have almost confirmed 100% that most of us do not really understand this virus.
Hulle sal sowaar die huis gaan afbrand.
Yeah. It's like, hey, go burn that house. It's like coronavirus.
Maybe just to add to that, Cuba, is I think for all of us, because it just remains a state secret at the moment who has the virus, because none of those people, Namibians who have the virus, are willing to come out, you know what, and to encourage Namibians and say, stay healthy, stay safe.
Stay safe.
My spirits are up, etc. You know what other people are doing all over the world.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to know who they associated with.
Hey.
What's a Viva Swapo now? Shades. Viva Swapo. What does Viva Swapo have to do
They're
with
saying
coronavirus?
privacy and confidentiality from Ephraim Shilongo. Anywho,
Ephraim.
Shirik Shambeni, I need alcohol, gents. I need new stock. Day 2 of lockdown was heavy.
You saw 70% alcohol.
Start drinking your hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Gooi that Kool-Aid bay.
Yeah, Kanjengo said, man, hey, guys, don't do that and go say you heard it from us here, please. Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. Don't drink your hand sanitizer. Don't mix your hand sanitizer with...
It's not chasery.
Okay,
It's none of that.
It likes us gin, most, ne?
But juice.
So you can throw tonic in here.
Hand sanitizer and juice. Remixing that Snoop Dogg. Kanjago said, man, bro, we are inside our house with our wives and our children. But, we're learning new things now. Okay.
Maybe just to stop there. No, okay. The reality of things are at the moment that das manne met gotchas.
Yeah.
Nou, hoe maak ons nou?
Jy bly by deze, bro.
No, Jo gotcha she's over there.
Nee, dat is haar probleem. I'll see you in 21 days.
Huh? She might...
So, jy kan nie vir 3 weke abstain nie.
Van Jo gotcha?
Ja.
Nee, jaloers.
Nee, my bro. Jy soek probleme nou so. Like, you know, the sadness that my wife has in her face every time I'm leaving the house, because I could be fine, but then I could come back having picked up the pathogen somewhere, and you know, the risk for the entire family. So, Hochas meneer, chill me, bro.
This morning was the first time since Thursday morning when I had
The show.
You know, the show,
Yeah.
that I left the house. I think my wife she's very relieved I left the house this morning.
Yeah.
Gaan net bietjie.
Oh, yes. It's
Just go, Joe. So it's like 9 o'clock now. I'll probably be home by 10ish.
Wees mos jou gap. Nou kan jy mos gou na die Gotcha toe gaan.
Nee.
Jy wil mos Gotchas gaan
Ons is
keer.
vir Gotcha goed te eet.
Yeah. Rachel Hampe, good morning. Do you remember the games of childhood without money? It's possible game. One boys played stakes, girls. Gaitjie alma pa speel. What? Ek wens ek kon beter explain. Ek wens jy kon beter explain. I have been cleaning left, right, and center in the house. Of course, a lot of people have chosen to go down that road. George Dipohamba Kambala.
Wat soek jy wambo?
Sleeping and washing my hands, but I don't take a shower though. Should we?
Hey, George.
It's like I've washed my hands so much, I'm starting to look like German from the elbows down.
George gave me a good movie to go and watch today, The Banker. I believe it's a new Samuel L. Jackson movie. George, I'm going to go watch it this morning.
Avondre Karumba. Morning crew. Do you think the rain has something to do with Prophet TB Joshua saying that there will be a rain that will take the virus away?
Leicester, they say TB Joshua, this man will not be able to cure the coronavirus because his name is already the name of a very infectious disease, which is TB. So how can he cure the coronavirus? Kuma.
You don't want me to start taking on your religion. It's going to cause mayhem in the studio, so let's just move on from TB Joshua. Makwa van Makwa, but the police officers in the north, they closed down people's bars completely, specifically in Omusati.
Yeah.
So that is a question there, Neville. If the lockdown does not apply to the north yet, why are the police locking down people, bars and the business that side? I mean, even
But is government clear on that, Cubase? About the lockdown? Is the lockdown really just in the Erongo region and the Khomas region?
Erongo and Khomas region for now, yes. The
But-
initial stages of our lockdown. I guess it's also to try and monitor, but then we're not really testing a lot of people. So even if the virus is in the north or in the south, I do remember hearing that, like for instance, the Keetmanshoop municipality has already asked their vendors to get off the streets. Like these street vendors, all of them have been removed from the streets. The lockdown is not there yet, but they are taking precautions just to ensure that the virus does not get there, and if it does not spread as quickly as it is everywhere else in the world. So I don't really blame the police in the north if they're trying to take preemptive action to prevent the pandemic from hitting the north. And you know, more than half of the country's population is cramped up in those O regions. Let's look at 4 or 5. 4. Ne?
4-0.
Yeah, those 4 O regions. So it's a lot of people. You do not want a virus like this one running amok.
Okay. So those people who basically went to buy some of their stuff at the vendors gonna go and cram up ShopRite and Pick and Pay
Yes.
in the north now.
Yes.
So that is now justified. I personally, it's just my personal opinion, guys. I don't agree with the fact that the informal markets are closed down, you know, and you have your ShopRites and your Pick and Pays are open. All of them provide an essential service out there. I think what they need to do, and they just need to also just to get hand sanitizers there. I know we had the discussion the other day about the cost of hand sanitizers. But I mean, like this market that you have out here at Kleinwindhoek or here in Eros, I wanted to drive down there now to go and buy some fruit and vegetables.
Go.
So I can only dit no doen nie.
Jy moet net ShopRite toe gaan.
It's nonsense, man. Seriously.
Yeah, the comments are a bit overwhelming. They're so by. I don't think I'm going to be able to read all of them, but I'm going to be skimming through. Here's one.
Kom ons bly stil en lees jy net comments for the next 5 minutes.
Kuno von Holz. Wait.
Yes.
It's like his family, man. I'm trying to figure out, wait, why are you using that surname? Why? Where's your Herero surname? It's so beautiful. Why you take the German one? Watching from Suffolk.
Watching from where?
Suffolk.
Oh.
Which country is that in? You're almost the one who's traveled. Kanjego Zetman, public service announcement to everybody in the north. I'm delivering beer at your door here in the north. 1 beer, only tafel, $15 Namibian.
15.
50.
50?
Yeah.
Yo, that's 150. That's 150% profit.
Yeah.
Povi,
Yeah.
maklik.
150%. Okay, minus maybe the transportation costs. Takeaway Kamboroto is saying now is the time to go out. The police is hiding from the rain. guys, we honestly we can't go for like it's not even it's day 3, and already people are complaining about alcohol. Day 3, guys. So we can't go even a week without having to consume or without consuming alcohol, and then it's a problem. Is that the state of the nation?
Hoe lang kan jy bly?
Bable, sonder alcohol.
Alcohol free.
4 years. This is my longest stretch.
Jy sien dis net ons kan nie vloekies op die stadie ja. Ek het jou amper gevloek nou.
Ja, ek sê ook klaar.
Ja, ek sê
Meneer,
hier is 'n boer wat hier so die Hier is 'n boer wat in die studio kom.
Môre daar kas. I can go for any amount of time without alcohol because it's like alcohol is not really it's not one of the like when I was younger to the tap man not really my thing anymore.
It's not necessary to drink yourself in a stupor every day.
Yeah. Sakeus Mekonjo Omhona. Extend your show 4 hours, guys, man. Just for this 21 days.
Hey,
your show is so educational. Quite a name and mark plan na boza. When you are man. Science. Hey, Google Translate, come here.
Google Translate.
Yeah. Wait, did you guys see that name, by the way? Take Away Camboroto. How is that your Facebook name, boy?
Take Away Camboroto.
Yeah.
Kurwaji.
Gertrude Mwahi, but even all over the world, they don't give out names, yeah? Here, they only mention the affected persons' countries which they came from, not their names, right? It's left to individuals who are affected to come out on their own and talk about it.
Okay.
I was also one of those who was in the beginning. No, tell us the names, but I kind of see the logic in
not
that.
True.
Yeah.
So those individuals who are infected, if you might be watching the show, please, you have a social responsibility to come and tell us who you are and to tell us what not your state of mind is, but just tell us something good about, give us some positive news about your condition and how you handle this virus at this moment in time.
Janine Nina Nicanor, ex-Moeg, been in quarantine 2 weeks exactly today.
Alien.
Our company took precautions long before. I am bored already. All right. And I still have 3 weeks to go. But the morning show is the highlight of my quarantine.
Oh, thanks, guys.
That is so cute. That is so cute. You're going to make us cry. Madala Shikwambi. Hey. Madala Shikwambi, I was just joking. I don't know where that tear came from. Madala Shikwambi saying, although the lockdown is in Khomas and Erongo only, the rules applies countrywide.
I say.
As a belief, guys.
We are in this together.
As a belief, guys.
We are in this together.
Chris Teron, the emergency rule cover all Namibia. Lockdown in Khomas and Erongo only. Yes. The whole country is in a state of emergency. The state of emergency is not just Khomas and Erongo. It's just Khomas and Erongo are under lockdown at the moment, but there's a state of emergency everywhere within Namibian borders. Neville Basson also joined the show this morning. Good morning, Neville.
Wie is dit?
Stay.
Oh, I logged in quickly.
I did. Don J. Mwandi, ganja smoking and enjoying the rain. Daryl Nicholson is saying, do the markets outside the supermarkets adhere to health regulations set by the health inspectors? I guess yes. Yeah, they do, because they have a bottle of water that they wash your fruit with before you take it.
Yeah.
But then again, Daryl, if you go into the supermarkets, you're getting cases of people selling expired goods.
Yeah.
I have picked cheese off the shelf, not of the fridge. Is got the fridge. And it was way past its expiry date. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, maybe like 6 or 7 of those blocks of cheese that were sitting there were way past their expiry date. And the guy is busy packing the oshikandela next to the cheese. So, yeah, like I said, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Paul Willem, Cubase, wat se Herrero is Jeuka? Het die die accent nie.
La tire herro talpra hingira na pano neuri. Hingira raka.
Obe mota kuma kona hingiro Herrero.
Oh, mota kuma.
Katu hingira na. That's not how we speak my language.
Dai opuo se herro.
Ne, dai soki opuo. Opuo vechai.
Oh yeah.
They have that sound.
That sound is more Himba. Those are more Himba related people. I see. So the Ova Herero, like in the other areas, is like more.
No, they speak like I speak. It's normal.
Okay.
There's no twang to it. My pity. You.
So, but up there, the Himba Herero.
Yes, they have an even the Banderos have a different. They have added like a little twist to the language also. Their own
And
twist to the
Vambo?
language.
Vambo, you get different Vambo accents.
Yeah, I think there are also different dialects within Oshwambo.
Ne? Okay. Is that so?
Yes.
Shines. Hello, Vambo. Is it true?
Like you will get, for instance, some of them will say Olye, and some will say Oje.
Ah, I
And
see.
it's
Okay.
small differences.
Or Chakati.
Or Shakati.
Shakati.
Or Chakati. Yeah. Wou hou kambe. Who said my broer?
Wow.
Mutatio Carstens, good morning, my brother. Neville, my granny makes sanitizer. Mix salt, jig, and boiled water. Right? Don't tell granny that I gave her business things away. Tajela souk nonsense for organ. I can say, you know what? We actually thought a lot of you, but I want to take this moment to applaud you, Morning Mix listeners. We thought a lot of you were a bunch of broke geitjies,
Yeah.
but net die werk se Wi-Fi gebruik.
Hogging the Wi-Fi
Yeah,
at work.
a lot of you are at home and you guys are online and you're watching the show, and I am so very proud of you, all of you. Wow, I feel.
Thanks, guys.
Ooh, I feel honored.
No, we appreciate it. And I think, and you know what, Cubase, we do this, every morning because it's our passion.
Yeah.
We don't see this as work.
No, it's not work. If it's work, it's necessary. Work.
Yeah, we love coming in and just to share what we can, with the rest of the country and beyond. So, yeah.
And guys, don't forget, please. There are a lot of people just spreading. Yeah, you guys are creative. I don't know why they keep getting some of these ideas on the coronavirus that they are sharing on social media. So please be careful, all right? Get your news from credible sources. You know already who the credible news sources are in this country. You can always come to Informanté. You can always come to the Informanté Facebook page to get updates on what is happening around the country, on official statements from our officials and so on. And you check out like news from the Ministry of Health and Social Services, their website. I don't even know do they have a website?
Kan ek jou gou iets vra?
Hey.
So, Michael Amushelelo,
Ow, die mic.
wahan.
Wat het jy gemaak?
Michael Amushelelo has been arrested.
Again.
Yeah, on Friday. Kenji ni. Okay, he's been arrested
Why?
on some old charges. I can't even remember. I vaguely read it over the weekend, and but he's been arrested.
Again.
Yeah. Tamara, revenge is slow, but it's effective. Yeah.
It's crazy, guys. You know that walk I was telling you that I took into town yesterday. So was like for the first time actually I'm walking past police station so. En jy kan hoor hoe gesels die ons daar in die selle met mekaar.
Hou op, man.
Because it's so quiet everywhere.
Hou op, man.
And then you hear, Achie!
Dan is die ouens daar binne.
Hey, young. That is the worst place to be right now. Why are they showing the no come?
Yeah. Let's talk about the issue quickly, Cubase, on sport. I've seen the Juventus players. They agreed to a salary cut for the next 4 months. I think that's a step in a positive direction.
Yeah.
That Juventus players do feel that they are really part of this and they want to give something back to the club. The club is not very happy at this moment in time. Want prima donna Ronaldo, Mr. Braille Cream, is still in Portugal having a good time apparently.
Yeah.
So, and he keeps on posting pictures of him having a good time.
But
in-
isn't
in
he supposed to
Madeira.
be self-quarantining also?
Yeah, he's self-quarantining with his brothers and sisters, and obviously he went back to Madeira because his mother had a stroke. So that's the one part. I believe your players at Barcelona are revolting at the moment. They don't want to take a pay cut.
But it's what the club suggested. The club suggested a 70% pay cut for the players.
Baie.
Yeah. Now I don't know whether that's just for the players or
the staff.
or that's the staff as well. Because I'm sure, the groundsmen and some of these guys taking a 70% pay cut.
It's too much.
It's a huge hit. For somebody like let's say Leo Messi, who takes away about 1.6 million a week.
It's nothing for him.
Yeah, no, for if he can take that hit for a couple of weeks or so, it's not going to be that big of an issue. But then that's what I'm saying. So you need to consider also, I guess, but then Spain has weird laws, because one of the laws in Spain says that the employer can unilaterally impose salary cuts on the employees legally. That's like the Spanish constitution provides for that. So the clubs can basically decide, luister hierso, jy vat 80% pay cut vir die volgende 2 maande, ons maak nie
Klaar.
geld nie. And you take it or you leave.
But I think the players, the conditioning of the players, they also need to understand
Yeah.
that there are no gate takings at the moment.
Yeah.
Week in and week out, those 50,000 people that came to watch you,
Yeah.
they are not there anymore. I mean, this money just didn't fly, out of the air to pay for your salary.
TV rights have evaporated.
TV rights, all of this is gone. So
The sponsors at the end of the day is like, but we sponsor so we can get that mileage from when you guys play, but you guys haven't played. So we also gonna want 70% of our money back.
So let's fight over the one last issue between you and me.
Wait. Let me just ask you quickly. What do you think of that issue of players taking pay cuts?
Cubase, I personally do feel that players should be humble enough to take pay cuts.
Okay, and then
Especially those players in the high echelons of leagues.
Yeah.
Because, if a player like Ronaldo or Messi or Neymar or Kylian Mbappe or Salas or whoever, if there are news filtering through that any of these guys
don't want.
are basically protesting, come on, man, that would be such a disappointment.
Now check here, Neville. So you tell everybody, everybody needs to take a pay cut. Want ons sit dan nie dinge. Okay, fine. People take a pay cut. Let's say July. Come the transfer window. You want to buy Neymar for 150 million.
Of course.
Nee, where did that money come from?
Of
I had to
course.
take a pay cut. And now you have 150 million to go spend on one player.
But Cubase, this is what we said last week.
Yes.
And it's one of the things that we said. And we asked the question. Wait, Darkas. Let me just quickly read this. Standard Bank, they released this. There's a media release from Standard Bank. Handover of water tanks, sanitizers to the communities to fight COVID-19. So Standard Bank came out with a media release to say that is what they will be doing. So kudos to Standard Bank once again for providing hand sanitizers and water tanks out there. So congratulations to them. Thanks, Darkas. Thanks, Darkas.
Congrats.
What I wanted to say, and this is the discussion that we had last week. Cubase, we made it very clear last week that the player values will drop
Yes.
because
Of course.
soccer at this moment in time is not the priority.
Yes.
So player values will drop. My income at
course.
this moment,
They-
everybody is
The whole
affected.
market is going to. Imagine those FIFA Financial Fair Play, or what do they call
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
FFP. Yeah. Most of these clubs depend on the money that they make from the TVs and
Exactly.
what to be able to balance the books.
Yes.
A lot of these guys are not going to have the money to buy the players that they had
Exactly.
planned to buy, because the financial year does not look the way they had planned for it to look.
Nou kom ek vra nou vir jou nou weer die laaste vraag.
Okay.
So, should we just give Liverpool the league now?
Yeah.
Why not?
The league is not done.
Because what is this player? There's this player of Manchester City. He came out last night and he was talking about it. And he said, you know what? Liverpool was the best team this year. They got 2 more games to go to win. On the basis of their performance and on the basis of their momentum, it would be the best thing just to give the league to them.
No.
My point here is, Cube, is I don't want the league to stop.
But what if it doesn't continue? Have you considered that?
Ek hoor wat jy sê, but then they must extend the league as far as possible.
Here's the problem. When you extend it too far, you start affecting next season as
so
well.
Right.
Yeah, that's such a problem at the next summer also level.
We will have to adjust.
No.
Hello.
Instead of, you can void this season and then we start afresh with a new season. If we can't, if we honestly cannot continue, there's no place to play the games. We will always, everybody who lives and breathes and watches soccer will always remember 2019, 2020 as the year that Liverpool won the league until coronavirus. But you can't give them.
Hallo. Luister hierso.
You can't give them, jy kan nie vir hulle die trophy gee as die league nie klaar is nie.
Luister.
Anything is possible there.
It's like at the World. Imagine it's like going to the World Cup and then 2 games before the other team dies in a plane crash and then you get the trophy. It's like near because there's nobody else to play. You will, even if you feel like you would have demolished the opposition, you still haven't earned it. You haven't played for it.
Now that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yes.
Your kids will not be going to school on the 16th of April.
I don't think so.
I bet you. Okay? Maybe our kids will only be going to school maybe in September. God willing, this doesn't happen.
Yes.
Okay? So let's hope and pray it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But if this thing continues in the same vein as it's going now, everything Cubase will have to be extended, my brother. Because
no, I do not agree with extending the league because that means the knock. You have
are your kids going to be in the next grade next year?
No, I'm talking about the leagues. I'm not talking about the kids.
Hey, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Yeah?
My kids, we will go with whatever government decides. But I'm sure we're not going to have a school term that starts halfway through the year and only ends.
Cubase, I personally feel that even because we are basically resetting everything in our lives at the moment.
Yeah.
There's nothing, maybe we will not do business as usual here at Trasco for the foreseeable future. You will not be doing things the same way.
Of course.
We will. Maria is not even here because it's just the 2 of us. We're doing things differently. Cubase, I'm telling you, as long as it takes for the league, it's just my feeling, as long as it takes for the league to finish those eventual games. Laat die games klaar maak, let Liverpool be crowned champions. If there's no 2021 season, then so be it, and then we continue 2022.
No, but that's what I don't want. I don't want to sit and watch 10 games, and then I have to wait for a whole year before we can kick off with the next season of football.
Hoe lang is het nou wat jy nie soccer kyk nie?
It's no
4 weeks?
A month, I mean. Month and a half.
It's
yeah,
4
about
weeks.
a month. Yeah.
You're not watching football?
Yes.
And
I would rather when we kick off, if there's no time to finish the games that are left in this season, we kick off with next season. Reset.
So Liverpool just are not champions.
Everybody is going to remember this as being the season that Liverpool practically won the title, but they didn't because the league did not finish. Who are you going to promote? Who are you going to relegate? Who's going to play the other Champions League places?
But that's what I'm saying, Cubase. Because
Look at, for instance, Manchester United, right? They went on a 11-match unbeaten run before coronavirus. Coronavirus! So, 11-match unbeaten run. So they are saying we are really chasing a top 4 spot, but as things stand, you are not in the top 4.
Exactly.
So are they going to play Champions League next year or not?
No, dis hoekom ek sê, we need to get this out of our mind about next year. There's no next year
Nee, next
until
season.
this season is finished.
No, like this season is not that important. I understand it's Liverpool's first title in 30 years. Sentimentally, I would also want them to be crowned
They lieg.
champions. Ek is
They
dan 'n
lieg.
Liverpool fan.
I
Die
gaan
man.
Jay Snee.
I have bad blood with Liverpool because they
Of last-
embarrassed me. Embarrassed. I was very embarrassed. Maar is nog steeds my span in Engeland. Maar ek voel net like it's not gonna be the same if you get a title not having finished the league. It's like imagine right. Jy is part van die Liverpool span. You play 2 games and then you've been injured the whole season. En dan kom speel jy die 2 laaste games en dan kry jy 'n gold medal. You think that gold medal means the same to you?
You know what? If you come and play the game, if you are there, you are there.
The season has 38 matches, 38 league matches.
my broer.
You played 3 matches.
My broer.
And you want to celebrate like you is ek het die league gewen.
Maar my broer, you've contributed to the success of the team until you were injured.
2 matches and then 1 at the end. 2 in the beginning, 1 at the end.
Hallo. You're part of the team.
You know, right now you're just trying to advocate for Liverpool to be given the
Lost
title.
vir Liverpool. Die boere is so kwaad, hulle kan nie rit.
That's next. That's in Formula 1. There's no synchronized swimming, no golf, no cricket, no nothing. No basketball.
Hulle bos.
Maar hulle sê ons moet
Hy
nou
wil bos toe gaan.
ons moet wegbly van die diere af man. Die siekte van die diere af gekom.
Ag, asseblief. Ja,
Alright
guys.
guys, let's get out of here, Neville.
One last question, Cubase. Will you be because I haven't shaved myself.
Out at the cool.
Yeah, I haven't shaved myself, my own beard or die bietjie hare wat ek nog oor het. I haven't shaved it in many years. I can't go to a barbershop now. So my wife is not happy with the fact that I walk around with a beard now.
Now why don't you shave yourself?
Nee, ek sal nie. Ek sal nie. I will keep this beard and bietjie hare until this virus is not the virus anymore. I want to know. I'll see how far I can keep this up.
Let's see how much it grows.
Ek het hare, my broer.
As sal jy soos 'n Albert Einstein gelyk. Met die blessing boy.
Ja, ek het 'n sunroof hierso. Daar's 'n sunroof hierso. Ja, hierso, daar's 'n sunroof. Maar hier's hare hierso. So I have hair here, but just here.
That's that hy bold patch daar.
Daar's
Daar
'n
body
patch
kop.
daar agter. Maar so right, ons gaan aan. Sharp guys.
I don't cut my own hair to begin with, but I do shave my beard from
Oh,
time
okay.
to time. So, yeah, that I can do. All right, guys, please remain vigilant and stay at home if you don't need to go out. I know you might want to go buy something at the shops, but the shops are also full. It's congested daar, want almal wil nou gaan koop. And luckily, the message from most of our retailers is that they are still very fully stocked. There's no need to come panic buy. Jy hoef nie al die macaroni van die rak af te gaan haal nie. Daar sal nog steeds macaroni wees. So
Ek gaan net gou op.
just go buy what you need. Like kiddies apteek of grown-up apteek.
Nee, daar's mos nie meer grown-up apteek nie.
O.
Yeah. So I'm just quickly going to the apteek and then then I'll be heading straight home.
All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. Stay safe. Be careful. Hey, put your hand on your mouth.
Sorry.
Coronavirus. All right, we're out of here, guys. Enjoy the rest of the Monday.
Informanté Radio.